Have you ever noticed that when your energy is low, everything feels heavier? Simple decisions feel overwhelming. Small problems feel massive. Your motivation disappears. Your vision gets blurry. And even though your dreams are still there, they begin to feel farther away. But when your energy is high, everything changes. You think clearer. You move with purpose. You feel more connected to yourself. You stop reacting to life and start creating it. This is why maintaining a high vibration matters, because your full potential is not just about talent. It is not just about discipline, and it is not just about opportunity. Your full potential is deeply connected to the energy you live in every single day. If your energy is constantly drained by fear, negativity, doubt, stress, distractions, and emotional heaviness, then even the gifts inside of you can remain dormant. But when you protect your energy, when you elevate your mindset, when you become intentional about what you consume, what you believe, and how you show up, you begin to unlock a different version of yourself. A version that is focused, a version that is powerful, a version that is aligned. And that version of you, that version can do things your lower self could never sustain. Because high vibration is not about pretending life is perfect. It is about choosing an elevated state even while life is challenging. It is about training yourself not to live at the mercy of every emotion, every opinion, every disappointment, and every setback. It is about remembering who you are beneath the chaos. Most people underestimate how much energy affects destiny. They think success is only physical. Work harder, grind more, push more, force more. But energy shapes action, and action shapes outcomes. When your vibration is low, you procrastinate, you self-sabotage, you overthink, you settle. You stay connected to people and habits that weaken you. You become more likely to abandon your own growth, not because you are incapable, but because your inner state is too burdened to carry your higher calling. That is why some people stay stuck for years even though they are gifted. They have ideas, they have potential, they have dreams, but their energy is constantly leaking. And when your energy leaks, your power leaks with it. A low vibration life is often filled with constant comparison, resentment, shallow distractions, emotional chaos, and habits that disconnect you from your deeper self. You may look normal on the outside, you may still smile, you may still post, you may still function. But internally you feel off. You feel disconnected, uninspired, drained, heavy. And the dangerous part is many people get so used to living this way that they mistake survival for normalcy. They forget what it feels like to be truly energized, to feel clear, to feel inspired, to feel spiritually and mentally strong. They forget that life is supposed to move through them, not just happen to them. Your vibration affects how you interpret life. Two people can face the exact same obstacle, and one person sees a dead end while the other sees a lesson, a redirection, or an opportunity to rise. What makes the difference? Inner frequency. Your vibration influences your perspective, and your perspective influences your decisions, and your decisions influence your future. That is why maintaining a high vibration is not some luxury. It is not some extra spiritual concept for people with free time. It is necessary if you want to fully become who you were meant to be. Because your potential cannot bloom in an environment of constant inner pollution. Think about a seed. A seed may contain everything needed to become a tree. But if the soil is toxic, the sunlight is blocked, and the water is inconsistent, its growth will be limited. You are no different. Your gifts are the seed, but your energy is the environment. If your environment is mentally toxic, emotionally unstable, spiritually dry, and physically neglected, then your full potential will struggle to emerge. This is why maintaining a high vibration requires intention. It does not happen by accident. You do not wake up in a world filled with noise, bad news, temptation, comparison, negativity, and emotional exhaustion, and just magically stay high frequency. You have to protect it, you have to build it, you have to return to it again and again. Sometimes that means stepping away from what drains you. Sometimes it means changing your routines. Sometimes it means letting go of people who only connect with the version of you that is wounded. Sometimes it means being alone long enough to hear yourself again. And yes, that can be uncomfortable, because elevation often requires separation. Not because you are better than anyone, but because not everything is healthy for your becoming. A high vibration life is built through small, repeated choices. The music you listen to, the conversations you entertain, the thoughts you rehearse, the content you consume, the way you speak to yourself when no one else is around. All of it matters, because everything carries energy. And whatever you repeatedly expose yourself to begins to shape your internal world. If you constantly feed yourself fear, division, gossip, hopelessness, envy, and noise, that becomes your energetic atmosphere. But if you feed yourself peace, truth, discipline, gratitude, faith, stillness, and purpose, you begin to rise. This is why gratitude is powerful. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is missing to what is present, and what you focus on expands in your awareness. A grateful person is not ignoring pain. They are refusing to let pain become their whole identity. A grateful person remains open, and openness is a high vibrational state. The same is true for peace. Peace is not weakness. Peace is power under control. People who maintain peace in a chaotic world are not disconnected from reality, they are anchored beyond it. They understand that a scattered mind creates a scattered life. So they protect their nervous system, they protect their spirit, they protect their focus, and in doing so, they preserve the energy required to build something meaningful. Maintaining a high vibration also means taking responsibility for your emotional patterns. Not every emotion should be obeyed. Not every thought deserves your trust. Not every mood should determine your identity. Some feelings need to be felt, some need to be released, and some need to be challenged. Because growth requires awareness. It requires noticing when you are slipping into resentment, when you are feeding insecurity, when you are becoming addicted to stress, when you are lowering yourself to match an environment that no longer reflects your future. This is what many people miss. They want a higher life while staying emotionally loyal to lower states. They want peace but keep feeding chaos. They want confidence but keep rehearsing self-doubt. They want purpose but keep choosing distraction. They want transformation but resist the inner discipline required to sustain it. Your future self cannot live on the emotional diet that keeps your current self small. At some point you have to become selective with your energy, selective with your attention, selective with your environment, selective with your habits. Not from fear, from wisdom, because your energy is one of your greatest assets. And every day something is either strengthening it or draining it. This is also why rest matters. A high vibration is not built through constant exhaustion. Burnout is not alignment. Running on empty does not make you powerful. It makes you vulnerable. Sometimes the most high vibrational thing you can do is pause, breathe, reset, get silent, sleep, step back from the pressure, reconnect with what is real. Rest is not always laziness. Sometimes rest is repair. And repair is necessary if you plan to go far. Likewise, your body matters more than many people realize. How you eat, how you sleep, how you move, how you care for your body. All of it influences your state. Because you do not experience life only through the mind. You experience it through the whole system. When your body is constantly neglected, your clarity suffers. Your emotional regulation suffers. Your discipline suffers. But when you nourish your body, you support your mind. And when you support your mind, you strengthen your energy. Everything is connected. And the more connected you become, the more powerful you become. Maintaining a high vibration also means being careful about what you normalize. Do not normalize cynicism. Do not normalize numbness. Do not normalize constant complaining. Do not normalize staying in spaces that make your soul feel heavy. Just because something is common does not mean it is healthy. A lot of people bond over dysfunction, over gossip, over bitterness, over wounds they never intend to heal. But you were not meant to build your identity around pain. You were meant to evolve through it. Your full potential lives on the other side of emotional maturity, on the other side of discipline, on the other side of self-respect, on the other side of energetic alignment. And that is why maintaining a high vibration is really an act of self-honor. It is the decision to live in a way that supports who you are becoming. It is saying, I will not keep entertaining what weakens me. It is saying, I will no longer feed patterns that disconnect me from my purpose. It is saying, I respect my calling too much to keep living beneath it. Because the truth is, reaching your full potential is not just about doing more. Sometimes it is about carrying less bitterness, less noise, less emotional baggage, less attachment to what no longer fits. As you rise, some things will naturally fall away. Let them. Not everything is meant to go where you are going. Some habits were only part of a former version of you. Some mindsets belong to your survival season, not your expansion season. Some relationships were built around your confusion, not your clarity, and that is okay. Growth changes your taste. Growth changes your tolerance. Growth changes your energy. What once entertained you may now exhaust you. What once felt normal may now feel misaligned. That is not a loss. That is evidence of transformation. And still, maintaining a high vibration is not about perfection. You will have hard days. You will feel tired sometimes. You will get discouraged. You will have moments where you fall back into old patterns. That does not mean you have failed. It means you are human. The goal is not to never feel low. The goal is to stop living there, to recognize it quicker, to recover faster, to return to center with greater awareness. That is real growth. Real growth is not becoming untouchable. It is becoming more intentional. So when life tests you, ask yourself, what is this moment pulling me into? Is it pulling me into fear, into reaction, into self-betrayal, into emotional chaos? Or can I choose a higher response? Can I choose clarity over confusion? Can I choose discipline over impulse? Can I choose faith over defeat? Can I choose peace over noise? Every time you choose the higher response, you strengthen your identity. And eventually, higher living stops feeling forced. It becomes natural. You begin to embody what you once had to consciously practice. That is when your life starts changing from the inside out. Because once your vibration rises, you stop chasing everything from a place of lack. You start attracting through alignment. You start moving with conviction. You stop shrinking. You trust yourself more. You hear your intuition more clearly. You stop settling for what disturbs your spirit. You become more available to your actual purpose. And purpose needs energy. Dreams need energy. Discipline needs energy. Healing needs energy. Creativity needs energy. Transformation needs energy. So protect yours. Do not let the world convince you that your inner state is irrelevant. Your inner state is where everything begins. The quality of your life can only rise to the level of the energy you consistently maintain. So choose wisely. Choose what lifts you. Choose what clears you. Choose what strengthens you. Choose what aligns you. Choose the habits that make you feel more like yourself, not less. Choose the thoughts that expand you, not shrink you. Choose the environments that nourish your future, not trap you in your past. Because your full potential is not missing. It is waiting on the version of you that has the energy to hold it. And maybe that is the real message here. Maybe the next level of your life is not asking you to become someone else. Maybe it is asking you to release what has been lowering you. To release the habits, the patterns, the attachments, the distractions, the inner heaviness, so that the real you can finally rise. A higher vibration will not solve every problem overnight, but it will change how you meet life. And when you change how you meet life, life begins to meet a different version of you. One that is grounded, one that is clear, one that is disciplined, one that is open, one that is ready. Ready for more, ready for alignment, ready for purpose, ready for the fullness of what has been inside all along. So protect your energy, return to yourself, raise your standards internally, and remember, your full potential is not reached by accident. It is reached by alignment, and alignment begins with the energy you choose to live in every day. If this message resonated with you, join the community. Leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this. Your journey of growth is just beginning. And remember, the person you're becoming is built by what you do today.